Good day and welcome to everyone joining us for this preview, proudly brought to you by Marshall's World of Sports and myself, Sheldon Peters. Absolute scorcher of a day today. We've had a heat wave. It's absolutely burning out there. So let's see how the horses go. There's going to be a lot of hose pipes around and a lot of horses will be sweating up today. So for the professional punters out there looking to have a big strike on a horse, wait closer to race time. They'll probably keep them in the shade a little bit longer, hose them down, and probably go down to the start a little bit later so they're not in the baking sun too long. However, it is what it is. We take our chances, we gamblers, and let's get a rocking and a rolling for today's selections at Greyville on the Poly. I'm first going to start off with the value selection, around 12, 14 to 1. Keep a close eye for some exactors and swingers. There's a few negatives to the horse, but there's also a few positives. So we're going to take our chances. Race 8, number 4, Immeasurable. Let's start with the negatives. The negatives about Immeasurable, the merit rating. The handicapper hasn't really dropped this one. If you look at the last 3 runs, ran last, 8th, ran last, 7th, well beaten, 8.5 lengths almost, 3.3. And then last time out over the 2,000 meters, finished back in 5th, but 9 lengths behind. After those 3 runs, came down from a 76, now off a 75. So I think the handicap has been a bit harsh on number 4, Immeasurable. I would have liked to see this son of Pomodoro come down to a 70. I think after those last 3 runs, probably down to a 68, and that would be a winning mark today. However, we'll take our chances, and I believe Immeasurable's a horse who's got the ability. Distance-wise, the other chink in the armor, this is over 1,900. Had it been an 1,800 or even a 1,700, I would have been a lot more confident because I believe a horse who just gets the 19 in the 2,000, but I think 16, 1,800, that's the perfect distance for Immeasurable. If you go back in the form line, did run over 2,000 meters, went 4th behind the brief, ran 2nd to Twin Turbo, that was at Greyville on the Poly. So has got a course and distance run here when finishing 2nd on that occasion. The heat's out there, and I'm just hoping this horse can bring the A game. Should have dropped to 4 or 5 points at least in the handicap, which I'm not happy about. But at 12, 14 to 1, this will be my value selection on the day. And also comes down to the pace of the race. Has got the draw, likes to race up handy. Question Master, last time they dropped out, so let's see what they're going to do from the draw. And a horse like Straight Up's also going to be dropped out in the early stages. So maybe the pace won't be all that hot and Immeasurable. It'll probably maybe be like an 1,800 and he'll be able to come through for us at around 12 and 14 to 1. If you're looking to throw in an absolute roughie, if you're looking to throw in a horse for the exotics, there is a runner in here which is called Have a Go Joe, number 7. Also at big odds, this would be a horse that I'd throw into the exactors and all the exotics. Now, when it comes down to the bar pot, 2 and 3 in the opening leg. By banker number 3 in the second leg. By numbers 1, 3, 4, and 5. Next leg, numbers 7 and 8. By banker 7. By numbers 1, 5, and 6. There's already been a few scratchings this morning, 1 or 2 fancied runners, so take note of the final declarations, and then you can get the final betting, any support, and you'll know exactly who is who in the zoo and who will be running on the day. Place accumulator-wise, we're going to open the batting with a banker. Banker number 3. Second leg, numbers 3, 4, 5. By 7 and 8. By banker number 7. By next leg, 1, 5, and 6. Penultimate leg, yeah, we're going to go with 2 runners. We're going to go with numbers 5 and 6. And then closing off, numbers 2, 4, and 6. On behalf of Marshall's World of Sport and myself, Sheldon Peters, your winning team, a very, very warm day in KwaZulu-Natal, the mid-30s. The sun is absolutely blazing out there. So get some cool liquid refreshments, sit back on the couch or listen on the phone, and hopefully we get to call those right horses home for you. And at the end of the day, you in the winner's queue.